Look at this. A building came crumbling down hours after a powerful earthquake hit Turkey and Syria. The quake killed at least 3,600 people and injured thousands more. There have been at least 77 aftershocks in Turkey measuring 4.0 or greater. In Syria, survivors took to the streets in the freezing cold for safety. The hospitals, as you can imagine, in both countries were not prepared for an emergency of this magnitude. Some are dealing with a lack of supplies, some with no electricity. The European Union has activated its crisis response teams to coordinate help and support. Some of that help will come from around the world, including from right here in Minnesota. Sharon Yu joins us now with more on local efforts to help. Sharon?
Well, Julie, Alight, a humanitarian aid and disaster relief group here in Minnesota, says their affiliate and partner organization QuestScope has already opened 3 shelters providing clothing, heat, food, and hygiene items to survivors. But right now they're still in that critical phase of search and rescue. Harrowing images of entire buildings coming down. This was all reality just up until this morning for folks in both Turkey and Syria.
Even some buildings that hadn't collapsed during the earthquake were starting to collapse during the day because of the damage that they had occurred.
Roy Masali is leading aid efforts in Syria from Damascus, in touch with his team in Aleppo. He says Aleppo was the hardest hit on that side. Too early to even guess the total number of people dead or displaced.
All the hospitals in Aleppo are full because of the injuries that happened during the earthquake.
The need for shelter also crucial. Musali says they've been dealing with snow, freezing rain, and below freezing temperatures at night. Then there are shortages due to war and sanctions.
There was a shortage of fuel because of the sanctions. There's no power except you get 1 hour every 10 hours of power. This kind of situation and those kind of shortages were happening because of the war situation, the sanctions.
But for now, they're focused on creating collective shelters and finding essentials.
Blankets, mattresses, foods, hygiene kits, dignity kits for the women, and some basic medicine. So that kind of rapid response is what we are trying to come up with.
Right now, Alight says the quickest way to make an impact from here is to make a financial donation. You can go to wearealight.org to make that donation or text the word Alight to 24365. Julie?
All right. Thank you, Sharon.